Hey everyone, my name is Sean Arnold and welcome to another episode of Subscriber Showdown. Today I am playing against JalenPlayz03, an up and coming duelist who challenged me to a duel and he wanted to test his deck against my own. This is going to be a series of games which we're doing in a match which consists of 3 rounds, and today I'm going to give you for the first round, and in the next 2 days or so you'll see it, or throughout the rest of the week you're going to see the remaining rounds, because altogether it was a really long video. And I didn't think anyone might really want to watch, say, a half an hour video of just Yugioh. So Jalen has to go first. He's going to set down 1 card on the field, and as you can see, I'm still playing my H.A.T deck, my Hat-Tricks deck, and it's a really fun deck, really solid engine, and I'm going to show a little bit more of what he can do here. Jalen is obviously now playing Harpies, which is interesting. I almost feel bad that I'm playing artifacts against a Harpy deck, because artifacts simply counter a Harpy deck if used correctly, but we'll see how he works. I'm also figuring Jalen might be kind of new here, because I'm noticing that he maybe made a mistake at this first turn. He played Harpy's Hunting Ground, and before summoning his Harpy, which meant he had to destroy a card, and he probably didn't realise that, and ended up having to destroy his own field spell card, which is unfortunate. He put himself at a -1 on the first turn. Well, technically, when you're on your first turn, you're already a -1 to your opponent. Now you're a -2, which is really unfortunate. But it's okay. The game's not over yet. Things can still happen. For my first turn, I'm going to play Pot of Duality, and I'm going to excavate the top 3 cards of my deck, which are Max C, Ice Hand, and Traptrix Murmelo. Between the 3, they're all really good options to take, but considering I am I'm playing a deck which is really relies on searching and filling it out, I want to take out Murmelo because I want to get more cards out of my deck as soon as possible, as quick as possible, and she's going to help me do that. Normal summoning Traptrix Murmelo allows me to search my deck for 1 whole trap card, normal trap card, and the one I'm going to add from my hand, from my deck to my hand, is Bottomless Trap Hole, which should be really good if my opponent tries to summon something like a Harpy Queen or Harpy Lady #1, because it can hit all of those cards. To wrap up this turn, I'm going to set down a couple of cards on the field. I set down Artifact Sanctum, and my opponent instantly responds with Icarus Attack, choosing to destroy both Murmelo and my face down card. Now, in my opinion, I do think that was used way too early. If you're going to destroy your opponent's cards, try to do so at the latest possible moment, unless you know they have no other threats which are going to affect you. There's nothing to say that I couldn't say a special summon another monster in that turn, or as you see me doing now, setting down more spells or trap cards. It might have been better or more in Jalen's favour to leave Murmelo on the field, who is really quite a weak monster, and destroy 2 spells and trap cards, as opposed to destroying just Murmelo and 1 spell or trap card. Icarus Attack is really good though. Right, over to Jalen's turn, and let's see what he does. He activates Harpy Queen's effect from his hand, which is going to allow him to discard that card and add a copy of Harpy's Hunting Ground from his deck to his hand. This suggests that maybe he's either trying to thin out his deck so he gets to his key cards quicker, or he is planning to destroy some spells and traps this turn. So let's see what's going to happen. He plays Harpy's Hunting Ground, and normal summons Harpy Dancer. Harpy Dancer is a level 4, very weak Harpy monster. It doesn't have a lot of attack. I think it's only 1200, but it has a really cool effect in that it can bounce itself back from the field and normal summon another monster with Harpies in its name during that turn. Using Harpy's Hunting Ground, he destroys my face down card, which is Artifact Morale Tech. Really unfortunate for him, because with Artifact Morale Tech, when it is destroyed, it gets special summoned to the field, and when it gets special summoned to the field during my opponent's turn, it can use its own effect, which is to destroy 1 card my opponent controls, or I think it's just 1 monster. So say goodbye, Harpy Dancer. And now Jalen sets down 1 spell trap card. At this point, I feel like I've got pretty much a comfortable lead against my opponent. Even Even without the threat of Harpies hunting ground, I still have like enough resources here to deal with any monsters. Sorry for tapping the mic there. Enough monsters to deal with anything that he wants to throw at me. So I'm quite comfortable at this point here. Before the end of my opponent's turn, I play Artifact Ignition, which allows me to destroy one spell or trap card on my opponent's field. I'm going to take out that face down spell or trap card because I'm not really worried about Harpies hunting ground. And I can then set one artifact monster from my deck to my field, and I'm going to set one copy of Artifact Scythe. This deck is really efficient at just getting cards out of the deck nice and quickly in an easy to use roundabout way, and it's quite fun to use. I highly recommend it to anyone that wants to try it out. It's not as useful in this day and age as it used to be, but I think it's still a fun engine. Okay, in my own turn, I'm going to attack my opponent and do 2100. Sorry, I just got distracted. I've got Roxy sending me messages, and now I'm going to set down the other two cards on my from my hand to the field, and just going to set up for my opponent's next turn. Jalen draws one card, sets down one card, and now it ends his turn. Back over to my own turn, I draw into Mirror Force. Mirror Force is a really cool card for stopping any decks that like to swarm. However, there are better versions of Mirror Force coming out now in Japan. In the new set called Shining Victories, there are multiple different versions of Mirror Force coming out now. And one which myself and Revan619 have our eye on is Rippling Mirror Force, which is basically Mirror Force that only works when your opponent attacks directly, but when they do attack directly, you get to send all monsters back to their deck. It is a really cool effect since most decks now use the graveyard and the extra deck as an extra resource, so sending them back to the deck is really the best option. So it's a really nice version of Mirror Force that's coming out, and I think it's going to be super popular. Right, Jalen sets down two more cards, building up his resources there, nice and slowly. And I'm going to poke him again for another 2100. Let's see how he responds. And he takes the hit. One more attack, and this duel is in the bag. Yeah, I think for Jaden, the only thing I could have suggested is that he made a few mistakes. Maybe he's new to this deck. Maybe he isn't experienced with exactly how Harpies hunting ground works. But it does require you just to play a little bit more smarter and to be able to see all of your opponent's options before deciding which one to destroy, so that you can kind of pick off the key cards as opposed to kind of going in gun-ho. But this deck does this deck does kind of struggle a little bit against when you're playing artifacts, because obviously destroying artifacts isn't useful at all. In fact, it makes them better. So it's just a bit of a bad matchup probably for him. But he's building up some resources here, and now he's thinking for his turn. If I recall correctly at this point, I think he was sending me a message, and yeah, he sent me a message here, and I think he just saying that he had a bad hand or something. At the end of Jaden's turn, I'm going to use Artifact Sanctum because I want to get more monsters out of my deck, and so I'm going to special summon another copy of Artifact Scythe. Gonna attack with Artifact Morale Tech. Is he gonna be able to respond? I know, that's game there. So good game to you, Jalen, and that's only the first round in our match. The next round will come out in a few days, and I think Jalen might make a bit of an adjustment and a bit of a comeback. So please tune in a few couple of days, guys, and see how the rest of this match turns out. Thank you for playing me, Jalen, and to everyone else, take care.